Does your pet follow you everywhere you go, even right into the bathroom? You might think it's super cute, but it could actually be their way of crying for help. Have you ever noticed your pet becoming overly attached to you? Maybe they start crying the second you leave. They're always seeking your touch, or they completely panic if you're out of sight for even a moment. This is what we call over-attachment behavior, and while it's often mistaken for love or loyalty, it can be a serious warning sign. Over-attachment is pretty common in dogs, cats, parrots, and even rabbits. It usually happens when a pet starts depending too much on their owner for their emotional stability. Over time, this can lead to stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems for your beloved companion. So, what are the red flags that your pet's attachment has crossed the line from healthy to unhealthy? First, look for extreme separation anxiety. This can show up as whining, pacing back and forth, or destructive behavior like chewing furniture when you leave the house. Another big sign is a loss of appetite when they're alone. Some pets simply refuse to eat if you're not there with them. Do you have a little shadow following you from room to room, never letting you out of their sight? That's a classic sign of clinginess. For cats and birds, a major stress symptom is overgrooming or feather plucking. And finally, some pets can become aggressive or unusually fearful if their safe person, that's you, isn't right by their side. If any of this sounds familiar, it's time to dig a little deeper. Because overattachment isn't just an emotional issue, it can be a medical one too. There are two main reasons why your pet might be overattached. The first is emotional, usually stemming from anxiety. This could be caused by past trauma or neglect, especially if you have a rescue pet. A sudden change in their environment or your daily schedule can also trigger it. Think about a recent move, a new baby, or a change in your work hours. A lack of mental stimulation or socialization can also be a factor. Bored pets often look to their owners for constant entertainment. The second cause is physical, meaning an underlying illness. Sometimes being extra clingy is your pet's way of telling you, hey, I'm not feeling well. Things like a hormonal imbalance, chronic pain, or even a decline in their senses, like hearing or vision loss, can make them feel vulnerable and overly dependent on you. So before you just write it off as a cute quirk, it's really smart to talk to your vet to rule out any health problems. So what can you do to help your pet feel more secure and independent? First, create a consistent routine. Pets feel much safer and more relaxed when they know what to expect each day, when they'll eat, when they'll go for a walk, and when it's time to rest. Next, actively encourage their independence. You can do this with puzzle toys that make them think, fun training sessions, or designated solo playtime in a safe space. You should also work on gradually desensitizing them to your absence. Start by leaving for just a few minutes at a time, and then slowly increase how long you're gone. And remember positive reinforcement. Always reward your pet with praise or a small treat when you see them being calm and independent. And most importantly, schedule a vet check to rule out any underlying health issues first. If the anxiety is severe, your vet might suggest behavior therapy or even medication, and that's perfectly okay. It's all about helping your pet find their emotional balance and giving them a sense of peace. That adorable, constant neediness might look like love on the surface, but it could be your pet's silent cry for help. Recognizing the signs of overattachment early can prevent long-term stress and dramatically improve your pet's emotional well-being. A confident, independent pet is a happy pet. If you found this information helpful, please make sure to like this video, share it with another pet parent, and subscribe to Pet Health and Care. We're here to help you build happier, healthier relationships with all your furry, feathery, or even scaly friends. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.